Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. At WWE Bad Blood, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan will face off for the title of Women's World Champion. Freddie Prinze Jr. thinks that even though Dominic Mysterio will be hung above the ring in a shark cage throughout the fight, the former tag team champion will still find a way to assist Morgan in retaining the championship. Over the last several months, tensions have been building between Morgan and Mommy. Dominic Mysterio betrayed Rhea and sided with Liv in their confrontation at SummerSlam. At Bash in Berlin, Ripley earned another crack at the championship by pinning the champion in a mixed tag team bout, but the conflict was far from over. Freddie Prinze Jr. discussed the match on his podcast, Wrestling with Freddie, and said that, even though he is in the shark cage, Dominic Mysterio will still have a hand in the final decision. The former WWE writer thinks Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan's rivalry will continue for a long time. Mark Henry recently said that he is hoping Mommy wins her battle at Bad Blood, even though the chances are now favoring Liv Morgan. This is how the WWE great arrived at his conclusion. He wants the rivalry between the two ladies to go on after the next PLE. After being kicked out of the organization, Rhea and Damian Priest found themselves numerically disadvantaged when faced with the new Judgment Day. At Bad Blood, however, the Terror Twins will be facing off against the heel side, therefore they should be able to win their battles. Wrestling experts and fans alike are making predictions for the upcoming Bad Blood event, with many focusing on the highly anticipated fight between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's Championship. Ripley and Morgan have been fiercely competing against one another, with Morgan's dogged persistence challenging Ripley's tenure as champion. A veteran WWE writer has made the surprising prediction that Ripley may not relinquish the championship without a fight. On the other hand, a previous WWE champion's surprising comeback might rock the women's division and set the scene for future plots, which could impact the conclusion. Ripley and Morgan's feud has been building for a while now. Judgment Day's formidable Rhea Ripley has been cruising to victories ever since she won the women's championship, thanks to her devastating style and menacing aura. The rule of Rhea has been characterized by her absolute domination. There have been several moments when she was untouchable. She has remained ahead of the competitors because to her raw power and the support of Judgment Day's terrifying presence. In contrast, Liv Morgan is well liked by viewers due to her tenacity and the fact that she is an underdog tale. Liv has never given up, and her road to the championship picture has been filled with perseverance and dedication, even if she is shorter than Ripley. Morgan has made it plain that she is prepared to risk everything in her pursuit of reclaiming the SmackDown Women's Championship. She understands what it's like to be at the top. Their Bad Blood showdown is sure to be one for the record books. But, as is typical of WWE high-stakes events, there may be more going on behind the scenes that determines the outcome of the match. An ex-WWE writer who has collaborated with many of the company's biggest names has thrown gasoline on the flames by making the stunning prediction that Liv Morgan's in-ring skill would not be the only reason Rhea Ripley loses her championship at Bad Blood. A previous WWE champion, who may have a personal interest in the result of the bout, might intervene and cause Ripley to lose. In light of the WWE canon, this notion, as startling as it is not completely out of the question. According to the author, one of the most prominent women's division figures and former multiple-time champion, Becky Lynch, the man, may be planning to meddle in this bout. The source claims that if Lynch were to intervene, it would have a devastating effect on Ripley's chances of winning the match, and would lead to Liv Morgan's spectacular return to the championship, sparking a huge rivalry between the two women. Many doubts about Becky Lynch's motivations arise as her potential return to interfere in a match between Ripley and Morgan is considered. But if you look at the current plots, Lynch's choices may make sense. To begin, Becky Lynch has long been an underdog in the women's championship race. Lynch has mostly retired from championship contention after her bouts with Zoe Stark, Trish Stratus, and the remainder of the WWE women's roster. A Lynch-like individual, meanwhile, would not abstain from gold for very long. She is big-time Bex, and she has made it plain time and time again that she wants to be number one. Second, there have been short confrontations and glimpses of Becky and Rhea backstage that allude to a developing rivalry. Fans are eager for more of their intense rivalry, and it's only a matter of time before they meet in a more substantial show. If Lynch perceives Ripley's dominion as an attack on her own heritage, she may feel compelled to depose Ripley. Lastly, there's the issue of Ripley's faction, Judgment Day. With members dominating in both the men's and women's categories, Judgment Day has been causing havoc throughout WWE. Lynch, ever the renegade, may seek to dismantle Judgment Day, beginning with its leader Ripley. The best way to do that would be to deprive her of her most prized possession, her championship. If Becky Lynch does intervene in the bout at Bad Blood, Liv Morgan will definitely benefit the most from all this mayhem. Morgan would have a tough time going up against Ripley in a one-on-one confrontation due to Ripley's size, strength, and Judgment Day support, despite her strong will and unwavering determination. If Lynch were to intervene, however, Morgan would be able to take advantage of Ripley's inattention or weakness and emerge victorious from Bad Blood as the new WWE Women's Champion. Liv Morgan has often shown that she is at her best when things are a little bit out of control. Her lightning reflexes and knack for capitalizing on chances have propelled her to victories against more formidable foes, such as the Money in the Bank cash-in that earned her the Women's Championship for the first time. If Lynch is involved, Morgan may be able to use her cunning to surprise Ripley and win back the title. There will be a dramatic repercussion for the WWE Universe if Lynch is responsible for Ripley losing the contest and the championship. Because of her reputation for ruthlessness, Rhea Ripley would not tolerate such treachery. Ripley would probably lose her composure and start a full-scale battle with Lynch if she lost her title, particularly in such a contentious way. An ideal matchup would be a rivalry between the two most popular female wrestlers in WWE. Fights between Lynch and Ripley, two ladies with formidable personalities, indisputable fighting abilities, and an intensity level that may rival the fiercest in the women's division. Lynch was an innovator in the women's division during the Women's Evolution, and a match between her and Ripley, the dominant force in women's wrestling now and tomorrow, would be a symbolic passing of the baton. An interesting new dimension to the dispute might be the Judgment Day issue. Suppose Lynch decided to go after Ripley, would Judgment Day step in? Can we expect Judgment Day and Lynch's possible friends to get embroiled in faction fighting, which might lead to even bigger tales in the men's and women's divisions? At the same time, the women's division would enter a new era if Liv Morgan were to win Bad Blood. With the turmoil and heartbreak that accompanied the conclusion of her first term as champion, Morgan's climb to the top has been an emotional roller coaster. But if she were to rule again, it would solidify her position as one of WWE's top stars.